Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalren. The Rogue got released. This is my first time taking a look at it. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm gonna read over it in thorough succession. I'm gonna read over all 3 specs and I'm gonna see what Outlaw is all about. I'm very much excited. Just because, first of all, I heard they're gonna basically kill off combat and replace it with the Outlaw. So at first it was like, no, my baby, it was dying over time. First it was the 8-second stun that was lost, and killing spree got all messed up. Even though combat rogue is way more viable in Draenor, it felt like it was like they were picking off all the good parts of it, and it's just like it was going downhill, and I never saw it coming. But today we're gonna take a look at it. Oh, here we go. As a hunt, rogues defend themselves, look for fights, finish off. I don't know if I want to read that much flavor text. I really want to get into the meat of it. The first one is, as hunters, the 3 rogue specializations have long suffered from lack of distinct identity. What truly sets assassination rogues apart from subtlety, and what is a combat rogue anyway? It's a my spec. 8-second stun killing spree. That's what combat rogues are all about. They're making me out Blizzard. Aren't all 3 pretty much focused on armored combat? Basically, except, you know, stealths and all that shit. With that in mind, we are making some bold changes that take each spec in a much more pronounced direction. We are finding what makes them each special and amplifying their fantasy by creating abilities and talents unique to each player that better align the core theme. Lots of jargon that says, we're changing up your shit. Assassins begin their work stealthily, choosing their targets and methods of engagement carefully. For rogues, no position describes itself better than Assassination, which also remains closely aligned with its existing fantasy, and we are further enhancing these themes through gameplay. First, this is now the only rogue spec with access to poisons and bleeds. Okay, interesting. Making much of your damage a little more delayed, but nonetheless massive. In addition, Venom's wounds triggers based on combination of bleeds and poisons, now to accentuate that gameplay. So the more bleeds and poisons you have, the more damage deal from Venom's wounds. Interesting. Assassination is home for the most volatile combo building. Mutilate is already effective in this regard, but Seal of Fate needs some improvement, and it can now trigger from both hands with Mutilate. 4 combo points in single ability? Interesting. Garrote, 45 energy, instant. Garrote the enemy causing strong damage over 18 seconds. Silences the target for 30 seconds when used from stealth. Strong damage over 18 seconds, so I guess that's actual bleed now to start off your fight with. Mutilate, 55 energy, instant. Attack with both hands, dealing strong physical damage, awards 2 combo points. In Venom, 1 to 5 combo points. Use finish move that poisons your blades in deep. Dealing nature damage and increasing poison application by 30%. Chances of duration decrease per combo point. That's it, the same. Rupture finisher move that tears you, open your target, dealing bleed damage over time, lasts longer per combo point. Okay. Seal of Fate, when you critical strike with a melee attack that generates combo points, you gain additional combo points, up to 4 now, because they apply it for both weapons for Mutilate. Venomous Wounds passive, you gain 10 energy each time your bleed deals, you deal bleed damage to a poison target. And on Mastery, potent poisons increase damage done by poison by 70%. So basically they stay the same, but I guess more emphasis on the bleeds and the poisons. They have Garrote, but does that mean other rogue specs don't have Garrote? That'd be interesting. In addition, to give you an idea of how some talents might build upon this, we have Elaborate Planning. Passive. The finisher moves grant 20% increased damage done for 4 seconds. Whoa! So like when you in Venom, 20% damage increase, bam bam, let's get more damage in. It's fucking cool. Combat. Gone. It's gone. Okay, it's gone, but it's all right. I can get through this. Okay, not exactly. The lack of a clear theme for combat gives us opportunity to reimagine the spec in Legion to ensure they have their own depth of character and a unique fighting style that sets them apart from other rogue specs. Now on the Outlaw. To survive in such a world, outlaws must become masters of swordsmen in toe-to-toe combat, and they can't shy away from fighting dirty. Dirty fighting. Okay, interesting. Gameplay. To achieve the swordsmanship fantasy, we're going for the outlaw rogue. We're giving him several new and upgraded abilities such as saber slash and pistols. Pistol shot. What? Hold on. What? I talked about pistol shot before. I said it. Give me a moment. Okay. I'm happy. I'm so happy. We're also de-emphasizing stealth, with ambush being the only opening move. Well, remaining opening move. So no cheap shot. Awesome. Stealth will provide and score utility, but outlaws are more comfortable fighting toe-to-toe in a sword than skulking away. Finally, we're ensuring that outlaws retain several signature abilities from combat, such as Adrenaline Rush and Blade Flurry, but not Killing Spree. That's going to become a talent, I tell you that right now. These abilities provide a good basis for which to build a new and distinct flavor. A wide variety of talents enhance the fantasy further with themes of swordsmaster, brawler, and even pirate. Ahoy matey, here we come. Saber Slash, 50 energy. Instant. Vicious slash an enemy causing moderate physical damage awarding 1 combo point. Saber Slash to the 35% to strike down an additional time, dealing additional damage and a combo point, making the next pistol shot free. So Saber Slash can like multi-strike and give extra combo point. 35% chance. No need for a villain strike. Pistol shot, 40 energy, 20-yard range, instant. Draw a concealed pistol and fire quickly a quick shot on an enemy, dealing moderate physical damage, reducing movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds, awards 1 combo point. Decent damage to slow down your target. I just said it, pistol shot. I said it before. I said it, I swear to God. Awards 1 combo point, 40 energy. Slice and dice, stay in there. Finish move to conceal combo points to increase attack speed by 40%, lasts longer per combo point. Run through, 35 energy, 1 to 5 combo points. A lunging finisher move that causes damage per combo point as increased range. Wow, a lunge, that's pretty fucking cool. So no more eviscerate, but a run through it, a gap closer basically. Combat potency, your offhand attacks have a chance to generate 15 energy, slow weapons have a higher, so have 2 heavy weapons, boys. Ruthlessness, your finisher moves have a 20% chance per combo point spent to grant a combo point, so that stays the same. Mastery, your main hand have 44% chance to trigger an attack with your offhand and deals minor physical damage. So basically the same. Pistol shot, run through, and saber slash are new. Interesting. To give an idea on some of the talents that may be built upon this, here's an example of an outlaw spec talent. Again, all specs are going to have their own talents basically, or majority of them are going to have. Most of the talents are going to be their own. Quick draw passive. Free use of pistol shot granted by saber slash and generate 1 additional combo point and deal 50% increased damage. So the free use of pistol shot will give you an extra combo point and more damage. So you basically just slash at your enemy and have a chance to give yourself a additional combo point, and you hit twice with the saber slash, and your pistol shot is free. That's gonna be a fun mechanic. Just you press. They make combat rogue is able to be a pretty easy spec where you press 1 button for sinister strike. Now you just press saber slash, and then if he gets a proc, pistol shot. This is gonna be great, dude. This is gonna be fun. Okay, subtlety, the one a lot of you care for. The subtlety rogues acumen on the battlefield and ability to hide in plain sight are unrivaled. So lots of stealth gameplay, lots of it. As a true master of stealthy gameplay, we will push subtlety further, but making heavy use of stealth as the primary combat mechanic. The new version of Shadow Dance allows subtlety to weave in and out of stealth rotationally, meaning Shadow Strike provides incredible mobility for attack and front stealth. Finally, to further reinforce the matter of their relationship with sinister shadow magic, subtlety makes use of a new ability called Nightblade, which applies shadow damage over time. Stealth and shadow damage. We'll see how that goes. Shadow Strike, 40 energy, instant requires stealth. Strike through the shadows appearing behind your target, deals strong physical damage at worst 2 combo points. Basically an ambush, but like with cloak and dagger type of deal. Backstab, 35 energy, instant stab your target, causing moderate physical damage. Damage decreases by 30% behind your target. So no need for bleeds, but more damage if you're behind the enemy. So you can backstab from the front, it's just more damage from the back. Nightblade, 25 energy, 1 to 5 combo points. Finish move that infects either the target with shadow energy, dealing damage over time, and reducing movement speed by 50%. Damage and duration increased per combo point. I wonder how the duration is on average, because that's 50% movement speed reduction while the dot is on them. If it's anything like a rupture, then it could be pretty long. Eviscerate, 35 energy, 1 to 5 combo points. Instant finisher move that disembowels the target, dealing increases damage per combo point. Shadow Dance is the big one. Passive, you finish the moves have a 25% chance per combo point to activate stealth for 3 seconds. The stealth will not break For 3 seconds only, the stealth will not break to auto attack or take damage. When this effect occurs, Shadow Decoy will appear, confusing your enemies. So for 3 seconds, the stealth will not break, but then it goes normal. This will function differently in PvP, granting the use of abilities that require stealth, but not actually providing stealth. Oh, so it doesn't, in PvP, it won't actually grant you stealth. That's so fucking weird. What's the point? What the fuck? Okay. I can't say anything. Does develop comment. Shadow techniques passive. Your auto attacks have a chance to generate combo points. So they don't have. So they're removed. Hold on. So they're removed. What's it called? Damn. Seriously, am I really drawing a blank on this? Honor Among Thieves. To replace it with Shadow techniques. Honor Among Thieves in a group of members gave you a generate. Not exactly every 2 seconds a combo point, but here your auto attacks have a chance to generate combo points. So just auto attacking. So that could be faster or less faster. That's weird. Mastery execution increases the damage done by finisher moves by 55%. Does that mean the find weakness is gone completely for subtlety rogues? Which would make it a bit more easier gameplay because you don't need to apply it all the time. Interesting though, interesting. To give you some idea on some of the talents that may be able to build upon this. Relentless Strike passive, you get additional 40 energy when you enter stealth. Not usable for PvP because in PvP combat you don't actually enter stealth, I guess. So that's weird, unless you like get a re-stealth or a vanish. But subtlety changes are not what I thought they were gonna be. I'm very surprised with the Outlaw changes. And Assassination, I'm not quite sure. I guess Assassination is staying basically the same as it was, with just a few extra, specific definitions of the spec, really. Interesting changes though to rogues. That's all I can say. I'm happy for the Outlaw and I'm excited. I'm pretty happy for Assassination. It seems to be solid so far and basically stayed the same. And Subtlety something to try, but I was kind of turned off that like in PvP Shadow Dance will not stealth you. So it's like, what's the point? The point was to re-stealth over and over and over. But then again, that'll probably make for a boring mechanic because the rogue will just re-stealth and run away. Get full heals, come back, open up, re-stealth, come back, open up, re-stealth. So I don't know. It just feels a little bit underwhelming for me. And that's just me. I don't know. I was hoping for like a more stealth-based gameplay, but in PvP it'll be limiting it, so you can only have stealth in the beginning. You'll still have access to stealth moves, but it won't actually be able to stealth. So for PvE it'll be great, right? When you're fighting different mobs, PvE-wise. But PvP, like what the fuck? I don't fucking. This function was different from PvP, granting the use of abilities that require stealth, but not actually providing stealth is so weird. I don't know how I feel about that. If I was a subtlety rogue and expecting to be like stealth over and over, I'd feel bad because you can't. They're just not gonna let you. Because I was thinking that was gonna be the big point, the big selling point for Shadow Dance. But overall, I'm excited with the Outlaw changes. That's where it's at for me, boys and girls. The Outlaw rogue. And it seems to be a lot of fun. There's actual pistol whips, there's sword slices, and lunge attacks. It's gonna be really freaking cool. So I'm very much excited. The only thing I want to see is the rogue talent points for PvP, the PvP talent points, and just to see what they're offering, as well as the overall rogue talent points, not the PvP ones, just your basic ones, just to see some of the combinations and playstyles that you may be able to construct out of this. So far, I'm happy. Blizzard, the Outlaw rogue looks great. I am willing to say goodbye to combat after seeing these changes, and happy, very happy to be able to, play the spec in the class that I enjoy, even though we redefined, but I feel like it's basically gonna stay combat, and its true nature. It's the essence of it. Just different name, different flavor. But thank you so much for watching this video. I am very much excited for the changes. Again, a bit underwhelming with Subtlety. Assassination seems solid, and Outlaw, it seems very, very promising, at least from my opinion. But what are your thoughts on the rogue changes? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.